What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another Classic WoW video for Mists of Pandaria Classic. Now today we're going to be talking about Alchemy in Mists of Pandaria Classic, and this will be a gold making guide, so we're talking about Alchemy, the profession, and talking about how you can use this to make gold in Mists of Pandaria. So with that being said, let's take a look at Alchemy and all the craft that Alchemy has to craft, and here we go. This is not all of them, but it's most of the important ones. So for Alchemy, you have access to a bunch of crafts. Starting from the top, you have a Potion of Luck, then you have a couple of transmutes. You can transmute certain gems, like either Primal Diamonds, which is the prismatic, or I guess meta gem, right? You can also transmute certain gems, like Primordial Ruby, like specific colors, red gems, yellow gems, you name it. You can also make potions, that's kind of a given, and you can make flasks and elixirs. So let's start talking about these crafts one by one. So let's start with the second craft on this list, Transmute Living Steel. Transmute Living Steel is a cooldown craft that alchemists have access to in Mists of Pandaria Classic. So here you have two different crafts you can do. Number one is called Living Steel, the regular transmute, and the second one is called the Riddle of Steel. Now, as you can see, the regular Living Steel only requires 6 trillion bars, meanwhile Riddle of Steel requires both trillion bars and the Spirits of Harmony. Now, Spirits of Harmony, you can basically use that to bypass the daily cooldown, so you can repeat the Riddle of Steel craft, meanwhile Living Steel is the daily cooldown. When it comes to making gold here, you will likely make way more gold from your daily cooldown than you will from the Riddle of Steel. That being said, Riddle of Steel allows you to spam out a bunch of Living Steels if that's profitable for you, or if you want to get to a certain epic craft that you need, let's say, 10 Riddles of Steel for. So you can basically farm Spirits of Harmony and get 10 Riddles of Steel on day 1 if you want to. So this right here just allows alchemists to make passive gold on a daily basis by logging in and doing one simple craft. Next up then, going back to the list, you also have a bunch of potions as an alchemist, and you can make a bunch of gold by making these potions and selling them at the right time. Now, you first of all have combat potions, you have mana potions, you can increase your intellect, agility, strength, you name it, and for that one, all you really want to do is buy herbs while they're cheap and sell the potions when people are raiding. For example, in EU, people tend to raid a lot on Wednesdays and Fridays. For some reason, Friday raids are pretty, popular and reset, so Wednesday plus Friday, and I would imagine that for North America, it's going to be Tuesday plus Friday, so those two raids, pretty good for selling potions, and then you buy the herbs during the weekend, and that way you can just rinse and repeat and make a bunch of gold. Now, one potion we have access to in Mists of Pandaria is, if we just scroll down a little bit here, we have the Potion of Luck. Now, this one is basically the Potion of Treasure Finding from Cataclysm, but upgraded to Mists of Pandaria. This one right here allows a scribe to turn a golden lotus and a crystal vial into a Potion of Luck. The Potion of Luck allows you to sometimes find extra treasures from monsters in Pandaria, lasts for 20 minutes, and the effect persists through death and has a 20-minute cooldown, which also means you can chain them back to back, and anyone actively farming then requires 3 of these potions for every single 1 hour that they farm. This will give alchemists a steady way to make gold throughout the expansion, regardless of how active the raids are, because people are going to farm gold 24/7 anyway, and you can make gold from that. So you can once again simply buy golden lotuses, turn them into potions of luck, and very likely make a hefty amount of gold by doing that. Now, if we go back to the regular window here with all of these crafts available, right now you're seeing a bunch of crafts, and when you're leveling up alchemy in Mists of Pandaria, you might notice that your crafting list doesn't really look like this, and you don't have access to all of those crafts, and that is simply because you have to craft items to hopefully get recipes. So for example, if we go back to Potion of Luck, you can see that when making this potion, you have a chance to learn additional recipes, and the number of recipes you can learn is limited by your skill in alchemy. So when you want to get access to 600 skill recipes, you have to be 600 skill, and then mass craft these potions to try to get that recipe. Now, it's not only these potions, you also have, for example, this right here, Transmute Trillium Bar, reagents 10 Ghost Iron bars, so you turn 10 Ghost Iron bars into a Trillium bar. Here as well, when performing the transmute, you have a chance to learn additional recipes, and once again, the recipes are locked behind your skill in alchemy. So basically, you want to get the 600 skills in alchemy, and then you want to find the cheapest craft where you lose the least amount of gold, or even better, if you make gold as well, because you will have to spam craft quite a bit in order to get all the recipes that you want to have. This is good both for the actual flasks you want to make, the elixirs you want to make, the potions you want to make, and even the transmutes you want to do as well. So you just want to find a craft, spam that craft, and get a bunch of recipes, and that's it. Just find a way to unlock these recipes as cheap as you can, or even better, once again, making gold while doing so. Now, I just want to reiterate one thing here. When it comes to transmutes, and also crafting potions or elixirs, the old transmute master, elixir master, and potion master masteries are still in effect. So if you have transmute master, you will make more gold from this transmute right here. But if you have potion mastery or elixir mastery, you will make way more gold from potions and elixirs. So use those masteries to your advantage, and transmutes like this could only be profitable for transmute masters. Chances are that profitability will be locked behind your mastery, so only potion masters will make gold from potions, and only transmute masters will make gold from transmutes. Now, I'm not saying it's guaranteed that that's gonna happen, but usually, like, when you have barriers to entry like that, that is usually where the profitability lies, and gold making is competitive. You're fighting against other people for sales, and for gold, and to make profit. So I really do believe that those masteries will be where the profit is. So when it comes to doing transmutes like the one you see on screen right now, which is a spam repeatable transmute, well, you kind of want to be a transmute master when doing this craft. It just makes sense. You'll make like, what, 30% more trillion bars while doing it as a transmute master. Like, that really makes a lot of it makes a lot of a difference. And the same thing goes for cooldown crafting. If we go back to, for example, here on your cooldown crafters, you want to be a transmute master as well, because if you are leveling up an alchemy alt army right now, all you're going to be doing is one daily transmute, and if you have transmute mastery, you simply get more gold back from that transmute mastery. Now, what I'm personally doing is I have 12 alchemists. I'm going to have 10 of them be transmute master for daily cooldowns, and I'm going to have 1 potion master and 1 elixir master as well. That way I can dip my toes into every single market when it comes to alchemy, and I once again make way more gold in everything that I'm crafting. Either way, that's a little bit of information about alchemy in Mists of Pandaria. It usually, it works a lot of the same ways that it used to. Like, we once again have a daily cooldown, you make potions, you make flasks, you make elixirs, you do transmutes, and that's about it. Now, if you want to learn even more about gold making, I just want to say that I have a gold making guide for Mists of Pandaria that you can check out through the link down below in the video description. This guide goes way deeper into every single profession and talks about how to make gold with professions, and also has a bunch of farms in the guide, some of which I will never make videos about here on YouTube either, so you will have exclusive access to those farms, which just means that you have more gold making opportunities and way more content that, once again, I'm not gonna cover in videos. So hopefully that helps you out and helps you make a bunch of gold in Mists of Pandaria. Now, at the moment, if you buy this guide, you also get the Cataclysm Guide in the same purchase, so you basically get 2 guides for the price of 1, so check it out once again through the link down below. Either way, that's it for now, so hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like down below, and let me know in the comments which is your absolute favorite profession in Mists of Pandaria. I would love to know. Either way, thank you for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you again in the next video very soon.